If I was starting my music career in 2025 from scratch with no releases, no content, no fans, no contacts, this is exactly what I would do. So first things first, the music has got to slap. That's always been the number one thing for me as an artist and also as a listener. So I would just work on the craft, use the tools that are available to me to do so, search out YouTube videos, learn the craft and fall in love with the craft and allow myself to fall in love with making tunes, because I know that's gonna be the thing that keeps me wanting to come back for more. If you love something, it's not gonna feel like a slog. So I would focus on getting my tunes better and better. First thing, tunes is always first. Second thing, and it's got to be social media. And there's two parts to this, right? So social media, I would say I would lean into my strengths. Everyone has got strengths and weaknesses with social media. I think probably my strength, for me personally, is probably talking in front of a camera. Let's not beat around the bush on this one. So I'm leaning into this strength of mine. I have many weaknesses in social media. I sometimes overthink things and I take things too personally with social media. There's lots I need to work on with social media, which brings me to my second part of that. You need to work on your weak points, but whilst you're working on your weak points, lean into your strengths. And you might think that you have like a weird sounding voice, or you don't like the sound of your voice. I don't think anyone really likes the sound of their voice, but like whatever you've got a voice. So like, and yours will be individual, will be unique to you. There's lots of different people. They have different ways of talking and ways of explaining and different types of content, and that's going to resonate with different types of people. So social media for sure. Another part of social media, I would make reels and I would make them in bulk. So say on a Sunday, I would take a tune of mine, I would record myself playing it either in pirate studios or at decks at my home, because I wouldn't have any gigs because I haven't got any contacts and haven't got any releases and haven't got any reputation. So I would make my content at home, or I would maybe get like a family member or friend involved to help them record things for me. Or, I mean, I have a tripod, I don't have anyone out here with me, but like I would try and think outside the box in terms of content as well. Don't want to recreate the rule book or like reinvent the wheel, but like just keep things interesting. So whether it be like randomly involving a family member to do something lighthearted, I don't know. But I think individualism or individualistic content goes a bit further and thinking outside the box. So I would focus on making the reels when I can in bulk. So say I'll make like, even if it's like 5, I'm not saying like 20 or 100, but like even if you make 5 in one go and then you think of how you're going to post them or when you're going to post them. And then the important thing is to post it actually. That goes for TikTok and short form content and shorts for YouTube as well. Then I would focus on follow gates and free downloads on Hyped It. This tool is so useful because DJs of all calibers, shapes, sizes, they all search through the Hyped It list. What do you do when you got a gig? You search through the Hyped It list because there's some really sick tunes on there, and people's productions, they're getting better and better, and you know, you find some great edits, some great bootlegs on there. So knowing what I know now, I would make some bootlegs and edits the best that they could be to my ability, and I would put them on my SoundCloud and I would upload them for free download, and I would get the follow gate so that when people download your tune, they must follow you on SoundCloud. I don't think it's too much to ask, and as a person receiving the music, you don't feel so, you know, you want to support the artist in some way, so, and you want to see their next tune. If you like this tune, then following on SoundCloud is the easiest way for you to find their next tune, right? So don't feel bad about getting people to follow you using a follow gate on SoundCloud, it's really effective. I would say follow gates for like Instagram, if you're like not forcing, but if you're like requesting that people follow you on Instagram, I'd say that's not as important as the SoundCloud one, because people might just unfollow on the Instagram, but on the SoundCloud, they genuinely will want to know when your next releases are. So I would say follow gates, hugely important. And then next one is having a plan. And it doesn't matter how small it is. So right now with 0 gigs, 0 content, 0 contacts, and 0 releases, you won't have anything, you won't have an agent to help you plan, you won't have a manager to help you plan, but you can plan your own schedule, your own release schedule, and also you could schedule in time to make music, because you'll probably have a job where you have and stuff going on in your life where you have to slot in the production times. So plan it. I'm not saying plan that in 6 months in advance, but when you get one release in, so say if you plan a free download to drop in October, for argument's sake, I'm just picking a month out of my head, to be honest. Currently it's June. If you were to pick October, you should be like, what can I do in November? Whether it be a stream, whether it be another drop, or whether it be like maybe someone might want a remix or a collab or something. Look for that and see what you could put in for November. Or what I used to do is around sort of Christmas time, used to be a great time to do free downloads. Everyone done free downloads on Christmas. I think it still happens, but just not as much as it used to. So that was sometimes a great, how can I say, lift off point to start the year. Bang, you have a free download at Christmas. And back then when I did it, there wasn't any follow gates. There was no Hyped It charts. It was just free download at Christmas. So yeah, maybe at Christmas time you do drop a free tune. Then you can think, what can I do for end of January time? And these are the main things I would focus on if I was starting my career in 2025. Social media it's a free tool. So short form content, people consume short form content all day long, all across the globe. So it just seems like that's the most, if you can find a flow in making your short form content and making it resonate with what you believe in, then you will find it a bit easier. And creating short form content can take time, and it takes time to get better. I'm still learning. I've been making short form content for a while. So yeah, those are what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, you could pick this one here. I'm a little bit further away from the camera today, but it's still been nice. I'll see you on the next one. Big up.